Taylor Swift is the epitome of a professional, working tirelessly night after night, truly inspirational, said Shawn Mendes, reflecting on her unmatched dedication. From a young country music prodigy to a global pop icon, Taylor Swift has redefined success with over 200 million records sold, multiple Grammy wins, and a record-breaking Eras tour generating over $2 billion. Her heartfelt lyrics and fearless authenticity resonate worldwide. Join us as we explore her 10 most inspiring quotes, capturing her wisdom and spirit. Quote 1. People haven't always been there for me, but music always has. This poignant statement from Taylor Swift captures a universal truth that resonates deeply with anyone who has ever felt alone or let down. Its importance lies in its raw honesty, reflecting Swift's personal journey through betrayal, heartbreak, and public scrutiny, while highlighting music as her unwavering sanctuary. It speaks to the human experience of seeking solace in something constant when the world feels unreliable, making it a powerful reminder of resilience and the healing power of art. The quote reveals Swift's vulnerability, a trait that has defined her career and endeared her to millions. Early in her life, Swift faced moments of isolation, whether navigating the pressures of fame as a teenager or enduring high-profile conflicts in the music industry. Her words suggest that while human relationships can falter, music provided a steadfast refuge. This isn't just about Swift's love for songwriting. It's about music as a universal language that offers comfort and connection. For Swift, music was a canvas to process pain, celebrate joy, and reclaim her narrative. Her discography, from the raw emotion of Fearless to the introspective depth of Folklore, shows how she transformed personal struggles into art that speaks to others. This quote underscores the idea that creative expression can be a lifeline, a way to find meaning when people disappoint. It's a testament to the enduring power of art to heal, inspire, and anchor us through life's storms. Beyond Swift's personal story, the quote reflects a broader truth about the human condition. People are fallible, friends may drift, relationships may falter, and society can judge harshly. Yet music, in its many forms, remains a constant companion. It's the song that lifts you on a bad day, the melody that recalls a cherished memory, or the lyrics that seem to understand your unspoken feelings. For Swift, music was her confidant when critics doubted her or when personal betrayals stung. Her ability to channel these experiences into albums that have sold over 200 million copies worldwide shows how music not only sustained her but also built bridges to others. This quote invites us to recognize the things in life that remain steady when everything else feels uncertain, whether it's music, writing, painting, or another passion that speaks to the soul. What can you take from this? You don't need to be a global superstar to find your own version of music. Life will inevitably bring moments when people let you down, friends may not understand your struggles, or loved ones may not be there when you need them most. In those times, turn to what grounds you. Maybe it's a playlist that feels like a warm embrace, a journal where you pour out your thoughts, or a hobby that brings you peace. Swift's quote encourages you to seek out your constant, your refuge. It's a call to embrace creativity as a way to process pain and rediscover joy. When you feel abandoned, let your passions remind you of your strength. You can write your own story, just as Swift did, turning setbacks into comebacks. Her journey, from a small-town dreamer to a cultural icon, shows that when you lean into what inspires you, you can rise above disappointment. This quote also teaches you to value authenticity. Swift's music thrives because it's deeply personal, reflecting her truth rather than conforming to others' expectations. You, too, can honor your unique voice. When life feels heavy, find solace in what makes you feel alive, whether it's singing, dancing, or simply listening to a song that speaks to you. Swift's words remind you that even when people falter, you have the power to create your own light. Let music, or whatever stirs your soul, be your anchor, guiding you through life's uncertainties with courage and hope. Quote 2. To me, fearless is not the absence of fear. It's living in spite of those things that scare you to death. This powerful statement from Taylor Swift redefines courage in a way that resonates universally, making it a cornerstone of her philosophy and a beacon for her fans. Its importance lies in its challenge to conventional notions of bravery, emphasizing action in the face of fear rather than its elimination. Spoken in the context of her Fearless album, this quote encapsulates Swift's personal and artistic growth, inspiring others to embrace vulnerability and perseverance. The quote reflects Swift's own journey through moments of intense fear and uncertainty. At just 18 when she released Fearless in 2008, Swift was navigating the pressures of fame, public scrutiny, and the daunting task of transitioning from country to pop stardom. The album, which earned her 4 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year, was a bold step that showcased her willingness to take risks despite self-doubt. To Swift, being fearless doesn't mean being unafraid. It means acknowledging the things that terrify you, whether it's failure, rejection, or criticism, and choosing to move forward anyway. This mindset is evident in her career-defining decisions, like re-recording her early albums to reclaim ownership after a public dispute over her masters. By 2025, her re-recorded albums, including Fearless, Taylor's version, have not only topped charts but also redefined industry standards, proving that courage is about acting in spite of fear, not waiting for it to disappear. Swift's words remind us that fear is a universal human experience, but it doesn't have to paralyze us. Instead, it can be a catalyst for growth, pushing us to take leaps that shape our lives. The deeper meaning of this quote lies in its celebration of resilience and authenticity. Swift's definition of fearlessness is grounded in vulnerability. She openly shares her fears through her music, from heartbreak in Love Story to self-doubt in Mean. This vulnerability connects her to millions, as her Eras tour, grossing over $2 billion, showed fans singing along to lyrics that mirror their own struggles. Fear, in Swift's view, is not a weakness but a signal of what matters deeply. To live fearlessly is to honor those stakes by acting despite the risk. It's about writing the song, taking the stage, or speaking your truth even when your voice shakes. Swift's career, spanning over 200 million records sold and 14 Grammy wins, illustrates this principle. Each bold move, from genre shifts to public advocacy for artists' rights, shows her choosing to live in spite of fear, inspiring others to do the same. What can you learn from this? You don't need to banish fear to achieve greatness. You need to move through it. Life will always present fears, whether it's starting a new job, pursuing a dream, or standing up for what you believe in. Swift's quote urges you to see fear as a companion, not an enemy. When you feel scared, it means you're on the edge of something meaningful. Take that step, even if it's small. You might fear failure, but like Swift, you can write your own story by trying again. You might fear judgment, but speaking your truth can inspire others. Start by identifying what scares you. Maybe it's asking for a promotion, sharing your art, or ending a toxic relationship. Then, act in spite of it. Swift's journey shows that courage isn't about being fearless. It's about showing up, again and again, even when the stakes feel overwhelming. You can channel fear into fuel, using it to propel you toward your goals. Let Swift's words remind you that living fearlessly means embracing your fears, owning your vulnerabilities, and daring to create a life that reflects your truest self. Quote 3. No matter what happens in life, be good to people. Being good to people is a wonderful legacy to leave behind. This heartfelt statement from Taylor Swift encapsulates a timeless principle that resonates deeply in a world often marked by division and conflict. Its importance lies in its simplicity and universality, reflecting Swift's core belief in kindness as a defining measure of a meaningful life. Spoken by someone who has faced intense public scrutiny yet continues to inspire millions, this quote serves as a powerful reminder of the enduring impact of compassion. The quote reflects Swift's personal ethos, shaped by her journey through fame's highs and lows. Since her debut at 16, Swift has navigated betrayals, media storms, and industry challenges, yet she has consistently advocated for kindness. Her actions, whether donating millions to disaster relief, supporting fans in need, or speaking out against injustice, mirror this philosophy. The quote suggests that life's unpredictability, from personal heartbreaks to professional setbacks, should not dim one's commitment to treating others with respect and empathy. For Swift, Kindness is not just a fleeting act but a legacy, a lasting imprint that outlives fame or wealth. Her Eras tour, which grossed over $2 billion by 2025, was not just a musical triumph but a celebration of connection, with Swift fostering a community where fans felt seen and valued. This quote underscores that true success is measured not by accolades. Swift has 14 Grammys and over 200 million records sold, but by the positive mark you leave on others. It's a call to prioritize humanity over ego, to choose compassion even when it's hard. The deeper meaning of this quote lies in its focus on legacy. In a culture obsessed with temporary achievements, Swift shifts the perspective to what endures, the way you make people feel. Kindness, in her view, is a ripple effect. A single act, listening to a friend, helping a stranger, or standing up for someone, can inspire others to do the same. Swift's own life illustrates this. Despite facing public feuds like the one with Kanye West, she responded not with bitterness but with resilience, channeling her energy into art and advocacy. Her re-recorded albums, a bold move to reclaim her work, were paired with messages of empowerment for young artists, showing kindness through mentorship. This quote reminds us that life's challenges, loss, criticism, or betrayal, test our character, but choosing kindness defines who we are. It's about building a legacy that transcends material success, one that lives in the hearts of those you've touched. What can you take from this? You have the power to create a legacy of kindness, no matter your circumstances. Life will throw obstacles your way, disappointments, conflicts, or moments of doubt, but Swift's words urge you to stay compassionate. When someone wrongs you, choose empathy over anger. It's harder but more rewarding. You can start small, smile at a stranger, listen to a colleague, or forgive a friend. These acts build a ripple effect, shaping a world where kindness prevails. Swift's journey shows that even in a cutthroat industry, you can succeed without sacrificing your values. You might face people who test your patience, but being good to them, as Swift suggests, leaves a mark that lasts. Imagine the impact if you make someone feel valued today. Your kindness could inspire them to pay it forward. In your daily life, whether at work, school, or home, let kindness guide your actions. It's not about grand gestures but consistent choices, offering a kind word, standing up for what's right, or helping without expecting anything in return. Swift's legacy, built on music and compassion, reminds you that your greatest achievement is the love and respect you leave behind. Be good to people, and you'll create a legacy that echoes far beyond your lifetime. Quote 4. Happiness and confidence are the prettiest things you can wear. This radiant gem from Taylor Swift redefines beauty in a way that transcends the superficial, striking a chord with anyone seeking authenticity in a world obsessed with appearances. Its importance lies in its empowering message, shifting the focus from external aesthetics to inner strength and joy. Spoken by a global icon who has faced relentless scrutiny over her image, this quote encapsulates Swift's journey towards self-acceptance and inspires others to embrace their inner light. The quote reflects Swift's evolution from a young artist under pressure to fit industry standards to a woman who radiates confidence through her authenticity. Since her debut in 2006, Swift has navigated a media landscape that often judged her looks, relationships, and choices. Yet, she transformed these challenges into a narrative of empowerment, evident in her music and public persona. By 2025, with over 200 million records sold and the record-breaking Eras tour grossing over $2 billion, Swift has proven that true beauty stems from within. The quote suggests that happiness and confidence are not just feelings but powerful adornments that outshine any external accessory. For Swift, these qualities are cultivated through self-belief and resilience, whether she's writing raw, honest lyrics or standing up for her artistic rights by re-recording her albums. Her Speak Now and 1989, Taylor's version, releases showcase this confidence, reclaiming her work while inspiring fans to value their own worth. The quote challenges society's fixation on physical beauty, proposing instead that the glow of joy and the strength of self-assurance are what truly captivate. The deeper meaning of this quote lies in its celebration of inner transformation. Happiness, as Swift sees it, is not a fleeting emotion but a state of being that radiates when you align with your true self. Confidence, meanwhile, is the courage to stand tall despite doubts or criticism. Together, they form a powerful duo that enhances how you present yourself to the world. Swift's career illustrates this. Her ability to evolve from country to pop, to face public feuds, and to advocate for artists' rights reflects a woman who wears her happiness and confidence boldly. Her Eras tour, a cultural phenomenon, was not just a display of musical talent but a testament to her joy in connecting with fans and her confidence in owning her story. This quote reminds us that external validation, whether through appearance or approval, pales in comparison to the beauty of embracing who you are. It's a call to prioritize self-love and inner peace over societal expectations, to let your authentic self shine as the ultimate expression of beauty. What can you learn from this? You don't need to conform to society's standards to be beautiful. You need to cultivate happiness and confidence within. Life will pressure you to focus on appearances, perfect outfits, flawless skin, or social media likes. But Swift's words urge you to look inward. Start by finding what brings you joy, whether it's a hobby, a meaningful relationship, or a personal goal. Let that joy fuel your confidence to be unapologetically you. When you face self-doubt or criticism, remember that confidence isn't about perfection. It's about showing up as your authentic self. You might feel insecure about a new job, a creative pursuit, or even your appearance, but choosing to embrace your unique qualities makes you radiant. Swift's journey shows that even in the face of scrutiny, you can shine by owning your story. Wear your happiness by celebrating small victories, a kind gesture, a completed task, or a moment of laughter. Build your confidence by taking risks, like speaking up or trying something new, even if it scares you. Swift's legacy, built on authenticity and resilience, reminds you that the prettiest thing you can wear is the courage to be yourself, radiating joy and strength in everything you do. Quote 5. Just be yourself, there is no one better. This empowering declaration from Taylor Swift captures the essence of self-acceptance in a world that often demands conformity. Its importance lies in its bold affirmation of individuality, a principle Swift has embodied throughout her career while inspiring millions to embrace their unique identities. Spoken by an artist who has navigated fame's pressures with authenticity, this quote is a rallying cry for anyone struggling to fit in, reminding us that our truest selves are our greatest strength. The quote reflects Swift's journey of staying true to herself despite intense public scrutiny. From her early days as a teenage country singer to her evolution into a global pop icon, Swift has faced expectations to conform, whether to genre norms, media narratives, or societal standards. Yet, she consistently chose authenticity, pouring her personal experiences into songs like Love Story and All Too Well, which resonate with fans for their raw honesty. By 2025, with over 200 million records sold and the Eras tour grossing over $2 billion, Swift's success proves that being yourself can lead to extraordinary impact. The quote encapsulates her defiance against pressures to change, seen in her decision to re-record her albums to reclaim ownership, a move that not only empowered her but also reshaped the music industry. Just be yourself is not just advice, it's a philosophy Swift lives, showing that authenticity is a superpower that sets you apart in a world that often rewards sameness. Her ability to remain unapologetically herself, whether addressing personal heartbreaks or advocating for artists' rights, makes this quote a beacon for those seeking courage to stand out. The deeper meaning of this quote lies in its celebration of individuality, as the ultimate form of beauty and strength. Swift suggests that your unique qualities, your quirks, passions, and perspectives, are what make you irreplaceable. In a culture that pushes comparison, whether through social media or societal expectations, this quote challenges you to reject the urge to mimic others. Swift's career illustrates this. Her shift from country to pop with star 1989 star was a risk that paid off because it was true to her artistic vision, not a bid for approval. Her Eras tour, a 3-hour celebration of her musical evolution, showed fans embracing every version of her, from her country roots to her indie folk pivot in genre folklore. This authenticity connected with audiences, earning her 14 Grammy Awards and a fanbase that spans generations. The quote reminds us that trying to be someone else diminishes your potential. Embracing your true self unlocks limitless possibilities. What can you learn from this? You are enough, exactly as you are. Life will tempt you to change to fit in, whether it's altering your personality, hiding your passions, or following trends to gain acceptance. Swift's words urge you to resist. Your uniqueness is your greatest asset, and no one can be a better version of you. Start by embracing what makes you different, your sense of humor, your dreams, even your flaws. You might fear judgment, like Swift did facing media criticism, but her journey shows that authenticity wins. Take small steps, share your true thoughts, pursue what lights you up, or stand firm in your values. You don't need to copy others' paths to succeed. Swift's re-recorded albums, a bold stand for her truth, prove that being yourself can change the game. When you feel pressure to conform, at work, school, or online, remember that your individuality is irreplaceable. Celebrate your passions, whether they're niche hobbies or bold ambitions, and let them guide you. Swift's legacy, built on being unapologetically herself, teaches you to trust your voice. By being yourself, you inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of authenticity. There's no one better than you, so live boldly as the original you are. Quote 6. There are two ways you can go with pain. You can let it destroy you, or you can use it as fuel to drive you. This profound insight from Taylor Swift captures the transformative power of adversity, offering a choice in how we respond to life's challenges. Its importance lies in its empowering perspective, turning pain from a debilitating force into a catalyst for growth. Spoken by an artist who has turned personal struggles into global anthems, this quote inspires resilience, urging us to harness hardship for strength and progress. The quote reflects Swift's own journey through pain, both personal and professional, and her refusal to let it define her. Since her debut in 2006, Swift has faced heartbreaks, public feuds, and industry battles, from high-profile breakups to the loss of her master recordings. Yet, she consistently chose to channel these setbacks into her art. Her re-recording project, including albums like Red, Taylor's Version, was a direct response to the pain of losing control over her work, transforming it into a triumphant reclaiming of her legacy. By 2025, with over 200 million records sold and the Eras Tour grossing over $2 billion, Swift's career exemplifies how pain can fuel ambition. The quote suggests a universal truth: pain is inevitable, but its impact depends on your choice. For Swift, pain became a creative spark, evident in songs like All Too Well, where she transforms heartbreak into a universal narrative of healing. Her ability to use pain as fuel, whether to write chart-topping hits or advocate for artists' rights, shows that adversity can be a powerful motivator when channeled constructively. The deeper meaning of this quote lies in its recognition of pain as a pivotal moment of choice. Life's hardships, whether loss, failure, or betrayal, can feel overwhelming, tempting you to give in to despair. Swift, however, presents an alternative, using pain as a driving force to push forward. This perspective shifts pain from a destructive force to a source of empowerment. Her career illustrates this beautifully. Each challenge, from media scrutiny to personal betrayals, became a stepping stone. Her 14 Grammy wins and cultural influence stem from her refusal to let pain destroy her. Instead, she used it to fuel her creativity, resilience, and advocacy, inspiring millions through her music and actions. The quote reminds us that pain, while universal, doesn't have to be the end of the story. It can be the beginning of something greater, a spark that ignites growth, determination, and purpose when you choose to let it drive you. What can you take from this? You have the power to decide how pain shapes your life. When you face setbacks, a failed project, a broken relationship, or a personal loss, you stand at a crossroads. You can let the pain consume you, holding you back with fear or bitterness, or you can use it as fuel to propel you forward. Swift's journey teaches you to choose the latter. Start by acknowledging your pain, don't hide from it. Then, channel it into something meaningful. If you've faced rejection, use it to work harder on your goals. If you've experienced loss, let it inspire you to cherish what matters most. You might feel stuck, but like Swift, who turned heartbreak into timeless songs, you can transform pain into action. Write, create, exercise, or pursue a passion. Let it be your outlet. Swift's re-recordings show that even the deepest wounds can lead to triumphs if you keep moving forward. When life hurts, don't let it define you. Let it drive you. Set a goal, take a small step, and use your pain to fuel your determination. Swift's legacy, built on turning adversity into art, reminds you that your struggles can become your strength, pushing you to create a life of purpose and resilience. Quote 7. If you're lucky enough to be different, never change. This vibrant declaration from Taylor Swift celebrates the beauty of individuality, urging us to embrace what sets us apart in a world that often pushes conformity. Its importance lies in its empowering call to cherish uniqueness, a principle Swift has lived through her bold career choices and unapologetic authenticity. As an artist who has thrived by staying true to her distinct voice, this quote inspires anyone feeling pressured to fit in, affirming that difference is a gift worth preserving. The quote reflects Swift's journey of embracing her individuality amid the pressures of fame. From her teenage years as a country music prodigy to her genre-defying evolution into a pop icon, Swift has consistently stood out. Her early music, rooted in storytelling, set her apart in an industry dominated by formulaic hits. Despite criticism for her deeply personal lyrics or bold shifts, like moving from country to pop with 1989, she never wavered. By 2025, with over 200 million records sold and the era's tour grossing over $2 billion, Swift's success proves that staying true to your uniqueness can redefine an industry. Her re-recording of albums to reclaim ownership was a daring move, reflecting her refusal to conform to expectations. This quote encapsulates her belief that being different is not a flaw but a privilege. Swift's distinct style, from her confessional songwriting to her eclectic fashion, has made her a cultural force, showing that embracing what makes you unique can lead to extraordinary impact. The deeper meaning of this quote lies in its redefinition of difference as a strength. Society often pressures us to blend in, whether through trends, norms, or expectations, but Swift frames uniqueness as a rare and precious gift. Being different means having a perspective, style, or passion that no one else can replicate. Swift's career illustrates this. Her shift to indie folk with Folklore in 2020, which earned her a Grammy for Album of the Year, was a risk that paid off because it was authentically her. Her era's tour, a celebration of every phase of her career, showed fans embracing her evolution, from glittery country boots to ethereal pop anthems. The quote challenges the fear of standing out, suggesting that those who dare to be different create their own paths. Swift's advocacy for artists' rights and her openness about her struggles further embody this, proving that authenticity, even when unconventional, resonates deeply. It's a reminder that your differences, your quirks, dreams, or unconventional choices, are what make you irreplaceable. What can you learn from this? You are lucky to be different, so don't let the world dull your shine. Life will push you to conform, whether it's dressing like everyone else, following a safe career path, or silencing your unique voice to avoid judgment. Swift's words urge you to see your differences as your superpower. Embrace what sets you apart, whether it's your bold ideas, quirky style, or uncommon passions. You might feel out of place in a world that values sameness, but like Swift, who turned her distinct storytelling into a global phenomenon, you can create something extraordinary by staying true to yourself. Start by celebrating your uniqueness. Share your art, speak your truth, or pursue that unconventional dream. If you face criticism, remember Swift's resilience against naysayers. She used it to fuel her success. Your differences might make you stand out in a crowd, but that's where your power lies. Don't change to fit in. Instead, let your individuality light the way. Swift's legacy, built on being unapologetically different, shows that when you embrace who you are, you inspire others to do the same. You're lucky to be you. Never change that for anyone. Quote 8. People are going to judge you anyway, so you might as well do what you want. This bold and liberating statement from Taylor Swift captures the essence of living authentically in a world quick to criticize. Its importance lies in its empowering call to prioritize personal fulfillment over external opinions, a principle Swift has embodied through her fearless career choices. As an artist who has faced relentless scrutiny yet thrived by staying true to herself, this quote inspires anyone paralyzed by fear of judgment to embrace their own path with confidence. The quote reflects Swift's resilience in navigating a career marked by public opinion. From her early days as a country music prodigy to her genre-defying shift to pop with star 1989 star, Swift has faced criticism at every turn, whether for her deeply personal lyrics, high-profile relationships, or bold business decisions. Yet, she consistently chose to follow her heart, from writing confessional songs like Dear John to re-recording her albums to reclaim ownership. By 2025, with over 200 million records sold and the Eras Tour grossing over $2 billion, Swift's success proves that living authentically outweighs the noise of judgment. The quote encapsulates her defiance against external pressures, seen in her response to public feuds or media narratives that tried to define her. Instead of conforming, she doubled down on her vision, creating music and a legacy that resonate globally. Her decision to re-record her albums, starting with Fearless, Taylor's version, was a bold act of doing what she wanted despite industry skepticism, showing that judgment is inevitable but powerless when you stay true to yourself. The deeper meaning of this quote lies in its challenge to the fear of criticism that holds so many back. Swift acknowledges a universal truth: people will always have opinions, whether informed or not, and trying to please everyone is a losing game. Instead, she advocates for pursuing what brings you joy and purpose, regardless of what others think. Her career illustrates this. Her shift to indie folk with Folklore, which earned a Grammy for Album of the Year, was a risk that defied expectations but showcased her artistic freedom. The Eras Tour, a celebration of her entire discography, showed her embracing every phase of her journey, unapologetically. This quote reminds us that judgment is a constant, but it doesn't have to dictate your choices. By choosing to do what you want, whether it's pursuing a passion, standing up for your beliefs, or taking a bold risk, you reclaim your power. Swift's ability to thrive despite criticism, earning 14 Grammy Awards and a devoted fanbase, proves that living for yourself creates a life of authenticity and impact. What can you learn from this? You don't need to live for others' approval. Judgment will come no matter what, so focus on what makes you happy. Life will tempt you to shrink your dreams to avoid criticism, whether it's pursuing an unconventional career, expressing your true self, or making a bold choice. Swift's words urge you to ignore the noise and follow your heart. You might fear what others will say about your decisions, at work, in relationships, or on social media, but their opinions don't define your worth. Start by identifying what you truly want: a creative project, a new path, or standing up for what you believe in. Take a step toward it, even if it feels risky. Swift's journey, from facing media scrutiny to redefining her legacy, shows that doing what you want leads to fulfillment. When you feel judged, remember that those opinions fade, but your courage to live authentically endures. Embrace your passions, speak your truth, and take risks without fear of what others think. Swift's legacy, built on defying judgment, teaches you to live boldly for yourself, creating a life that reflects your truest desires and inspires others to do the same. Quote 9. I'm intimidated by the fear of being average. This striking confession from Taylor Swift reveals the driving force behind her extraordinary career, encapsulating her relentless pursuit of excellence. Its importance lies in its raw honesty, exposing vulnerability while inspiring ambition in a world that often settles for mediocrity. Spoken by an artist who has redefined music and culture, this quote motivates anyone striving to stand out, urging them to channel fear into a catalyst for greatness. The quote offers a glimpse into Swift's mindset, one that has propelled her from a teenage dreamer to a global icon. Since her debut in 2006, Swift has consistently pushed boundaries, refusing to blend into the crowd. Her fear of being average drove her to innovate, whether transitioning from country to pop with star 1989 star or crafting the introspective Folklore, which earned a Grammy for Album of the Year. By 2025, with over 200 million records sold and the Eras Tour grossing over $2 billion, Swift's achievements reflect her refusal to settle. The quote isn't about arrogance but about a deep-seated drive to create something exceptional. Her re-recording of albums like Red Taylor's version to reclaim her work was a bold move against industry norms, showing how her fear of mediocrity fueled groundbreaking decisions. Swift's career, marked by 14 Grammy Awards and a fanbase spanning generations, illustrates that being intimidated by average can push you to redefine what's possible, turning fear into a powerful motivator. The deeper meaning of this quote lies in its redefinition of fear as a constructive force. Swift doesn't shy away from admitting that the idea of being ordinary scares her. It's a vulnerability that resonates universally. In a society that often encourages playing it safe, her words challenge the comfort of complacency. Being average, in this context, isn't about lacking talent but about failing to pursue your potential. Swift's journey shows that fear can be a signal of what matters most, pushing you to strive for more. Her ability to evolve, musically, lyrically, and as an advocate for artists' rights, reflects a refusal to coast on past successes. The Eras Tour, a 3-hour celebration of her distinct eras, showcased her commitment to growth, never settling for good enough. This quote reminds us that the fear of being average isn't a weakness but a spark that drives innovation, resilience, and impact. It's about daring to aim higher, even when it feels intimidating, because settling for less betrays your potential. What can you learn from this? You don't need to fear being average. You can use that fear to fuel your ambition. Life often tempts you to settle, take the safe job, follow the crowd, or avoid risks to stay comfortable. Swift's words urge you to let the fear of mediocrity push you beyond that. You might feel intimidated by the idea of blending in, but that's a sign you're meant for more. Embrace it by setting bold goals, whether it's launching a project, chasing a dream, or standing out in your field. Like Swift, who turned fear into chart-topping albums, you can channel it into action. Start by identifying where you're playing it safe. Maybe you're hesitant to share your ideas or pursue a passion. Take one step, write that story, apply for that role, or learn that skill. Swift's re-recordings show that even setbacks can lead to greatness if you refuse to settle. When fear creeps in, let it remind you of your potential, not your limits. Push past the ordinary by embracing hard work and creativity. Swift's legacy, built on defying average, teaches you to harness fear as motivation, creating a life that's uniquely extraordinary. Don't just exist, strive, create, and shine. Quote 10. You are not the opinion of someone who doesn't know you. This powerful assertion from Taylor Swift is a clarion call for self-worth, urging us to reject external judgments that don't reflect our true selves. Its importance lies in its liberating message, empowering individuals to define their value beyond the superficial or uninformed opinions of others. As an artist who has faced relentless public scrutiny yet thrived by staying true to herself, Swift's words inspire resilience and self-belief, making this quote a beacon for anyone struggling with external validation. The quote embodies Swift's journey through a career marked by both adoration and criticism. Since her debut in 2006, Swift has endured intense media and public judgment, whether about her music, relationships, or personal choices. From tabloid headlines to high-profile feuds, she faced opinions from those who never truly knew her, yet she refused to let them define her. By 2025, with over 200 million records sold and the Eras Tour grossing over $2 billion, Swift's success reflects her ability to rise above external noise. Her decision to re-record albums like Speak Now, Taylor's version, was a defiant act of self-ownership, proving that her worth lies in her authenticity, not in others' perceptions. This quote encapsulates her philosophy: no one who lacks insight into your true self has the authority to define you. Swift's music, from the vulnerable, all too well, to the empowering, Shake It Off, channels this defiance, transforming criticism into art that resonates with millions. Her 14 Grammy Awards and global influence underscore that your value comes from within, not from strangers' opinions. The deeper meaning of this quote lies in its challenge to the power we give external judgments. In a world amplified by social media, where opinions from strangers can flood our lives, Swift's words remind us that only those who truly know us our struggles, dreams, and heart can offer meaningful perspectives. The opinions of those who don't know your journey, your sacrifices, or your truth are irrelevant. Swift's career illustrates this. Her shift from country to pop with star 1989 star defied critics who doubted her versatility, proving her worth through her work, not their approval. The Eras Tour, a celebration of her entire career, showed fans embracing her authentic self, not the media's caricature. This quote urges us to reject the weight of uninformed judgments and embrace our intrinsic value. It's a reminder that your identity, your passions, values, and experiences defines you, not the fleeting opinions of those who see only a fraction of who you are. What can you learn from this? You are not defined by what others think, especially those who don't know your story. Life will expose you to criticism, whether from coworkers, strangers online, or even acquaintances, but Swift's words urge you to let those opinions slide. Your worth lies in who you are, not in what someone assumes about you. When you face judgment, ask yourself, does this person truly know me? If not, their words hold no weight. Start by trusting your own value, your talents, your kindness, your dreams. You might feel stung by a harsh comment or an unfair critique, but like Swift, who turned scrutiny into chart-topping hits, you can rise above it. Focus on what makes you you, pursue your passions, stand by your values, and surround yourself with people who see your true self. If you're hesitant to share your ideas or chase a goal because of what others might say, remember Swift's boldness in re-recording her albums despite skepticism. Let go of the need for universal approval and embrace your unique path. Swift's legacy, built on defying irrelevant opinions, teaches you to define yourself by your truth, creating a life of authenticity and resilience that shines brighter than any critic's words. Taylor Swift's words are more than just quotes. They're a roadmap for resilience, authenticity, and self-belief. From her fearless approach to overcoming fear to her emphasis on kindness and individuality, Swift inspires us to embrace our unique journeys. Her music and wisdom remind us to transform pain into purpose, to stand tall despite judgment, and to chase dreams unapologetically. As Swift continues to shape pop culture, her legacy encourages us all to write our own stories with courage and heart. Let her words ignite your spark. Be fearless, be kind, be you.